forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack make it backflip. Telly Hank did with the action. With the Vato speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby Maine. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
Breaking news, police are on the scene of a deadly shooting in Midtown Atlanta. Channel 2's Kristen Holloway is live for us at the corner of Crescent Avenue and 12th Street. Kristen, police say an off-duty officer actually heard the shots fired.
Yeah, and a woman who works in a building nearby said she also heard about 3 or 4 gunshots. I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but that scene just cleared about 10 minutes ago. But we did get some video overnight of detectives working this scene for about 4 hours. If you take a look, you can see. Here's what we know so far. A man was shot and killed inside of a white SUV. The shooting happened around 2 this morning here on 12th and Crescent Avenue in Midtown. Detectives say the victim was 28 years old and he was a passenger inside of that SUV. Police told us they are speaking with the driver to figure out what led up to the shooting. In the meantime, police told us they have gathered ballistic evidence and surveillance video to help with this investigation. We also want to mention a man and a woman was shot at this same intersection back in January. Now, as for this current deadly shooting, there is no suspect information at this time, but as soon as we get more information, of course, we'll bring you the very latest on air and online.
All right, Kristen, we appreciate that. Thank you so much.
About a year ago or so, in August of 2023, 8 members of the crew 21 Savage and Young Nudie are said to be a part of PDE were indicted on various fraud charges. On the heels of the stunning YSL indictment, this would be huge news. But as you dig a little deeper into it, I found that the real news was about what brought on the investigation in the first place.
The charges are because they saw all this traffic coming over cell phones, which means they had a warrant to go look at the text messages of the cell phones. We don't know who all those cell phones belong to, not from the indictment, which implies that the police are still exploiting some of those cell phones, or were right up until the day of the indictment. I imagine whoever owns the other cell phones have stopped using them now.
If they're smart.
Yeah, but it's like the thing I'm trying to figure out now is that the district attorney's office said that this identity fraud scheme, that they learned about it as they were investigating a murder. Murders, plural.
Wow.
And I don't know which murders they're referring to. There are murders either of members of PDE or allegedly by members of PDE that have been relatively high profile over the last year.
It was right in the middle of that conversation when he would say high profile murder that one name instantly came to mind.
When you were in car, what were you locked up for, if you don't mind me asking? Murder, gang charges. But you're out.
Yeah, I beat it.
Congratulations.
What's up? Lamar. Alright, turn around. Turn around.
Where you taking him to? You ain't gonna say nothing?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Hold up.
Come on, come on, no, come on, come on. No. You're not touching nothing on him.
Man.
You're not touching nothing on him. I'll be back with you in a minute.
Hold up, where you getting locked up for?
I'll tell you in a minute.
I don't nothing to do with Where his phone at? Give me his phone.
He's not getting the phone. Nope.
You got his phone in your hand.
I don't care. You're not getting that.
Hey, let me give him my phone. My keys.
Negative. I'll give you all that. Let me do my investigation. You need to back your ass up. Back up. Let me do my investigation, and I'll be done. If he wants to give you his shit, I'll let him give you his shit.
All right, go ahead.
Sit down.
Now, what's going on?
Well, y'all getting up in my face, so y'all need to back up. Sit down.
You know what's going on now? Nah, it's a warrant on me. A warrant on my arrest. I just heard him. Oh.
There is a warrant. So
Okay,
y'all need to back up off
What you
these.
getting arrested for? We backing up off. What you getting arrested for? Without my lawyer.
He's got a warrant for homicide. That's what. So you need to back up for me.
Hey,
Get in.
Hey, bro, they got
Get
a
in.
warrant for homicide, bro. So I'm trying to give you my key. What you
All right,
hanging
come on.
up for? What you hanging up on?
I need to search your pockets, dude.
Bro.
Work with me.
Hey, bro, I don't have nothing on me. No drugs. Hey. What the fuck you doing?
I gotta search you.
Alright. Nigga, you tripping, huh? He ain't got nothing on, bro. For real, shawty? He ain't got nothing
It don't matter. It don't matter. We gotta get these keys out anyway.
Yo, they ain't going to you.
Hey.
Hey, bro, don't touch me. That's
not-
what you don't do. I don't care about no law. I know what I'm talking about, nigga.
All right. Well, come on.
Yeah.
Dude, you're in custody.
Okay, let me be in custody. My vehicle's parked.
Okay.
I was
that's fine.
outside
I'll
my
give him the
vehicle.
keys.
You didn't arrest me in my vehicle.
That's okay. I'll give
My
him the
vehicle
keys.
don't have
That's
nothing
fine.
to do with
That's the
nothing.
main reason for the stop.
That wasn't the main reason for this stop.
That is.
No, it wasn't.
Reckless driving does not matter. That's why I stopped
Man, you
him.
better go try somebody else. Not me. Come on, man. It's all. No, you did just hand it over. You don't have to count anything. You already doing shit illegal. What is you talking about?
No, I'm not.
Come on, man. That shit not real, bro.
Have them back up. Have them back up. I've already asked them 15 fucking times.
Bro, you talking to somebody that know what's going on, bro. That's what you felt to realize. Get the money in my back pocket. Got some more money in my back pocket.
What are you talking about? Checking out you.
Alright, what is you doing?
Where's the money in your back pocket?
In this one. Got it going.
This one right here.
Yeah.
You got any other things on you? No more money.
I don't remember. I don't know if it's in my other pocket. I'm 4 pockets full, like, baby. How much is that, dude? Oh, probably does it? Why he need to know? You need to know. You're talking about he need to count it. What I'm saying?
I mean, you can tell me what it is and I'll put it in the report, but
Oh, okay, it's like probably like 7,500.
7,500. Who you want it to go to? Because I need their ID too, because I gotta put it in the report, or you can keep it on your person.
Well, dollar on the way, 15 minutes away.
Yeah, he on the way.
So he can get the car. I don't want no type of problem, bro. I don't want no type of problem. Y'all say y'all got a one for homicide. Okay. So all I want you to do is get everything to the owner of that car. Everything go to the owner of the car. So we
So, as for the apparent murder charge, I wouldn't go as far as to say that he beat it, but it does look like the state chose not to try the case for whatever reason. Whether it's a lack of evidence or cooperating witnesses, or maybe they're just holding it in their back pocket.
Baby Drill was charged with a murder last year in a shooting that happened at a strip club on the west side of Atlanta. All of those charges have been dropped. Like, they're no longer, like, Baby Drill is no longer facing a murder charge.
Wow.
Which is remarkable. Like, they told the court they had enough evidence to arrest him and to charge him. And then about 3 months ago, like 6 months or so ago, they let him out on bail. And I was looking around like, really? Like, this is a murder case. Like, usually that doesn't happen. And then 3 months ago, they dropped the charges. They said, we believe that we had enough evidence to lay the charge, but we do not believe that we are going to be able to obtain a conviction, and so we are dropping the charges. And it's stunning, in my opinion, because murder charges don't generally get dropped like that. I wish I knew what happened. And in a month, I'll be free enough to go and ask real questions about it.
So the cost of investigating and prosecuting a homicide case in Georgia varies significantly based on the case. So for a typical homicide investigation, the expenses can range from about $8,000 to $20,000, with that cost covering personal forensic analysis and other investigative processes. When it comes to the trial itself, the cost for a non-death penalty homicide case can vary anywhere from $22,000 to about $44,000, with that covering prosecution, public defender funding, and court operations. Now, when you combine those, the total cost for investigating and trying the homicide case is going to range anywhere from $30,000 on the low end to about $64,000 on the high end. And when you're talking about a RICO case, that's a whole nother ball game and a whole nother league, with the prosecution and investigation ranging anywhere from about $100,000 to $500,000 or more. And that's not to mention the resources that's needed to try a high-profile murder case, or even worse, a RICO case. Now, with all that information, I ask myself, what are the chances of a state using all of those resources for an investigation, an arrest, and preparation to try a case that they believe they have enough evidence in to secure a conviction, and they drop the charges? Now, me personally, I believe there's only two reasons for this, with this episode being the second part of a bigger project that I'm putting together, with the first part being an episode I released very, very recently. I'm going to explain one of those reasons today that I believe the case wasn't prosecuted now. And the other reason, and the third piece, I will be releasing very soon, where I show 3 artists and 3 people they were very close to, and a list that would affect Atlanta's music scene forever. Baby Drill's name will come up in the murder of an up-and-coming rapper by the name of Hardbody Daffy, who is said to be affiliated with the Goodfellas. His name would also float around when another up-and-coming rapper would be murdered that I'll speak on later. But the murder that the police would end up charging him with would be the murder of a 28-year-old man by the name of Grady Scott. On a Friday morning in early April of 2002, Grady Scott would be found in the passenger seat of a Range Rover with gunshot wounds in the Midtown Atlanta area, a part of the city popularly known for its nightlife. His body would be discovered after an off-duty Atlanta police officer would hear gunshots in the area of 12th Street and Crescent Avenue. And after going to investigate, he would stumble upon the victim. In an effort to learn more about what led up to the shooting that would take place outside of several bars and nightclubs, the driver of the Range Rover would be taken into custody for questioning. And the only statement that Lieutenant Ralph Wolfpack, who commands the police department's homicide unit, could put out at that time was that they believed that the entire situation that led up to the homicide took place inside of the Range Rover. And with the state not trying the case and the evidence not being showed, there's no way to determine how Baby Drill is exactly tied to this murder. Though at the time of that murder, police would state that they had an individual on the scene that was cooperating with the investigation. Could it be from footage that police would pull from surveillance camera footage that probably litter that area of Atlanta? Or maybe evidence found inside of that vehicle that they believe that the entire incident took place in? But with those charges being dropped, it might be a situation where we never know, or we might find out in a little while. Another murder investigation Baby Drill's name will pop up in would be that of Little Marlo. Just like the other cases, is not exactly sure how he's tied to it specifically, with the most interesting thing about that situation to me specifically being a gun allegedly found at the scene of Little Marlo's death that was allegedly owned or has some association to another Atlanta rapper who is currently locked up, and one of the first to face those state RICO charges, Hood Rich Pablo Juan. with a lot of people remembering the short history of bad blood between him and PDE. But for now, Baby Drill is free and continues to drop bangers. But I need y'all to let me know, why do y'all think the state dropped murder charges that they believe they had enough evidence to get a conviction in? One of my beliefs is they're possibly saving it in their back pocket, and I'll give the other very, very soon in an episode coming shortly. But y'all make sure y'all hit that red bell and subscribe button right under this video so y'all know when this real trill spill shit is dropping. Y'all get in the comment box below. Y'all let me know what cities we need to go to, what stories we need to tell, what we missed, what we got wrong, all of that. Y'all tapping with me directly on Instagram, Twitter, POP_A_LOT. And until the next heist, y'all know how we rockin'. Shades Popalot. Salute the almighty MOBB.